Morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's November 11th, and today is Remembrance Day, or Memorial Day, depending on where you are, or what you choose to call it. Um, Important day to remember the sacrifices made by all our veterans, both old and new, that continue to fight for all the free people and freedoms that we take for granted now, when once upon a time they weren't so common. It's important that we take the time to remember all these sacrifices that these people are making and have made in order to keep the world the way it is, free, the ability to choose freely, without being persecuted or ridiculed, even though those things still happen on a day-to-day basis, but well, in a much grander sense. So it's important that you take the time today to remember that, and make sure you tell your kids those types of things. They don't understand. They don't know. I mean, really, my generation doesn't know either. Some of us do, because there have been people that have gone to war. And yes, I can't really say much on the subject. I mean, I haven't been a part of any type of military, but for all the great-grandparents and grandparents that have gone through all these crazy atrocities, many of which are not with us anymore. I mean, that was a long time ago now. World War I, World War II. That's been a long time, and we're losing. They get old, they die of old age, and it's amazing when you can say that a veteran is died of old age. That's a great thing, because they stuck around, and you're able to sit around and appreciate that. My grandfather-in-law, he passed away somewhat recently. Well, it's been some time, actually. It's been a while now, but regardless, he was a vet, and it was great to talk to him. And just a sense of respect that everybody deserves, but he earned simply by still being here and doing the things he had done. So that was a unconscious type of respect that you were obligated to have just speaking with the man, even though it wasn't discussed. It was just there. So, and that's the type of respect you need to have on days like today. And you should just have that in general. And I hope we never lose that ability to remember things that people have done for us in any capacity. So go pay respects today. Call whoever you need to call and thank them. Young or old, they're all doing their part to keep the world a safe place. And I know there's a lot of people that are anti, everything. You're allowed to be, but really, this isn't about that right now. And it's important that we understand that these people are there to protect. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't want to get any flack about it. So Remembrance Day 2013, I remember. Anyways, so on a lighter note, I've uploaded a part 1 for L2P, Learn to Play. Ha, clever, right? L2P Aeon. It's part 1. It's an introduction to the game and going over the settings. I really worked at trying to get HD quality, and it goes up pretty high. I think I saw 1440, which is overkill, but I'm trying to make it available on the television as well in large format screens, and it worked out perfect. I was excited. I was very tickled. That's my kids. They were all like, "Oh, Daddy, on the TV." So yeah, I was on TV. Ha! Not really, but kinda. So we did that. So check that out. I'll put a link up there. So, and it'll bring you to it. It's a short video. For the quality, I'm gonna have to try and keep these relatively short because the sizes of the files are just massive, and that's fine. But I mean, they get really big, even using the proper codecs. It's wow. I might have to upgrade my internet or something so I can get a higher upload so I can do this in a more timely fashion. So I did that. What else? We got a ton of snow now. No, not really a ton. I mean, there is a lot more elsewhere. But on Saturday, I think, when I said there was a little bit, there is now enough that the plow went by. And there's a little bit of a bank in front of my house. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I can still open my door. There's not a huge amount. Maybe, what, about 8 inches, maybe? I don't know. It sounds about right, though. My son is excited to go shoveling. Perfect. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, training's going well. But speaking of which, that's very shortly, so I should probably get to that. Got a lot of League of Legends footage for that video I was talking about, the comparison video. I haven't done any Dota 2 yet, so if you're interested in playing some Dota 2, if you haven't played it, that's even better, because I won't look like a fool by myself. That's perfect, And we can get some footage, and then we can put a video together, and then it'll be great, and it'll be fun, and hopefully it'll enlighten a couple people as to the differences and similarities of these MOBA type games. The whole purpose of me doing these little intros and things is to show people what they're missing. And even if they don't think they're missing, at least then they'll leave with a better sense of what the games are about. And I hope that these videos will do that for you and maybe even attract you to play some of these free games, because they're free. I mean, if you're into games and you're worried about paying for them, everything I'm showing you so far, all the games I'm playing right now, have no subscription cost. So really, instead of playing a Facebook game, Facebook games are great. You'll be playing these ones too because they're free. And I hope these videos will help you see that. Anyways, I gotta go and do other things, so I'll cut this off now. I'm gonna try and keep them all under 10 minutes so you can get on with your day and not feel like I'm just sitting here rambling. So I'm gonna go now, make my coffee, and go to training. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.